Hey everybody, it's Bruce here with Traveling with Bruce. Welcome to my channel. Today, December the 3rd, a bunch of news coming out late in the day here from a number of cruise lines. We start in New York City late this afternoon after the stock market shut down for the day. The folks over at Royal Caribbean made a filing with the Securities and Exchange Commission. They need more money to survive because they just extended their shutdown. By the way, thank you for all of you out there who are following me, subscribing to this channel, giving videos thumbs up, sending me comments, and also making donations to the PayPal donate button I have. Thank you, everybody. If you make a donation of $10 or more, I'll send you a postcard from Creston, BC, a custom-made TWB postcard. We've been sending them around the world. We have not been paid for advertising now since September from YouTube. Thank you also those of you who are joining the channel as sponsor members. We have 2 live shows every week, one on Monday, one on Friday, just for sponsor members. Friday, we play trivia. We have a lot of fun. Thank you, those of you who have joined the club. Okay, Royal Caribbean, they have announced that they're going to raise, or try to raise, another $1 billion. I can't believe I keep saying billions. These guys need another $1 billion, and they're going to issue stock at market prices to raise the money. The stock's been trading as high as 82 a share, 83 a share lately. I'm not sure if they're going to get that much for it, maybe 75, somewhere in there. But it means another, let's say, 12, 13, 14 million shares going to have to be issued from the treasury of the company. That means all existing shareholders will be diluted by at least 5% more. This is going to continue again and again and again. This company needs money now to survive until the end of February without any cruise income. And by the time most of us get a virus shot, it's going to be the fall before these cruise lines really can ramp up their operations. And that means the folks at Royal Caribbean will probably need another $2 billion, $2 billion more. They have to modify their ships. They have to get their staff, their crew, and everything else. So more money will be raised and more dilution will be done. Over at MSC, this is a privately held company. They're not trading on any stock exchange. They're owned by MSC Container Ship Company. They're fairly well off. They have a lot of liquidity available to them. Switzerland-based corporation. They've just announced that they are pulling out of the U.S., basically not sailing in the U.S. for January and February either. So they are joining everyone else by saying to the world, we will not cruise in and out of U.S. ports because they can't. No cruise line has been able to satisfy the CDC requirements to sail under present conditions. And with the U.S. having an infection rate approaching 200,000 people a day, there's just no way that cruise lines can guarantee that their 2,000 passengers, 3,000 passengers per cruise will all arrive at the ship without anyone having the virus. It's just impossible to guarantee it. So MSC doing what everyone else is doing, canceling now until at least the end of February. They'll wait it out from there. I suspect that they'll delay even further because it's all about the vaccine. Without a vaccine, there'll be no additional cruising. So that's the latest from MSC. All right, the next cruise line, Costa Cruise Line, which is owned by Carnival. They predominantly sail in the Mediterranean, in South America, up in the Baltic regions in the summertime. They do have a few ships that make their way over the Atlantic in the winter, but they do a lot of their sailings in the wintertime to the Azores, the islands just off the north coast of Africa and off the coast of Portugal. Well, they announced that the Italian government has forced them to shut down whatever sailings they were going to do through Christmas and New Year's. The Italian government has been trying to work with cruise lines to allow cruising, but now they're stepping in and saying, sorry guys, we've got to shut it down. The infection rates in Italy have been very high. A lot of the port cities are really struggling, and even though sailings for Costa and even MSC have been just for Italian passengers. They're just going to shut it down. So until now, early January, there won't be any sailings on Costa for Italians, for Italian ports. And the folks in Italy are saddened by it because the Christmas New Year season is a very, very popular time of year to grab a cruise. But it's just too dicey right now with the virus counts. And I think this is the right decision to just stop the cruising for now, and let's see if we can get through this worst of this pandemic. Again, it's all about the vaccine. The number 4 story for you, all this afternoon, this all broke in the last couple of hours. It's the TUI cruise line, Mein Schiff. The number 1 ship, Mein Schiff number 1, had been scheduled to do a 35-day cruise leaving Germany and sailing all the way across the Atlantic and visiting a number of Caribbean islands. The deal was the Mein Schiff people brought this cruise out rather late and thought, you know what, we'll offer balcony rooms only, we'll limit the ship to a maximum 60% capacity, and we're going to need at least 1,000 people, 500 couples, that are going to want to go. So that if we have 500 cabins booked with 1,000 people, we'll do this trip. Well, they had no trouble getting over 1,000 people to sign up and pay up to go. Unfortunately, the German government has informed TUI that all German ports are closed to cruising, and that has put a kibosh on this cruise right here. It is canceled, and now Mein Schiff will not be able to take passengers out of Germany towards the Canary Islands and then over to the Caribbean. So all that is canceled as well. So one by one, even globally, we're seeing more and more cruise lines shut down operations right now and extend them into 2021. The good news out there is that the advancement of the vaccines is well underway, and it sounds very promising. And so a lot of folks are very hopeful that a vaccine will be available in the new year. And with that, cruising can, in effect, be plotted, and commitments can be made by cruise lines for the summer, the fall, perhaps next winter, for specific itineraries on specific ships. But right now, in December 2020, after 7-8 months of this virus running amok, everything is down, everything is off, and we're just going to have to go day by day, week by week, month by month, and hope for a restart of cruising sooner rather than later. There is your update tonight. Thanks again for joining me. Thanks again for supporting this channel, subscribing, thumbs up, comments, and making the odd PayPal donation. Thank you, all of you, for your support. It is much appreciated. We'll keep you posted. Bye for now.